That's good. Rabbi Zahavit, so nice to talk to you.
Hello, Rabbi Oliver. Nice to chat to you.
How you doing? You were going to tell me something about your favorite part of the Passover Seder.
Cool. I am. Everyone who knows me knows I'm all about the singing.
All
That's
about the singing.
almost all about the singing, and I really enjoy the singing. I miss shul singing, but everyone knows that like my happiest moments during lockdown have been doing Kabbalat Shabbat with Lonnie, and seeing people singing back. Even if I can't hear them, knowing that people are singing. So it's all about the singing for me. And so for the Seder, I wanted to. I want to think about Hallel and about the kind of singing bit that we do, the knees up that we do after we've had a good dinner.
It's all about the singing, and we have this really sizable chunk of the Seder towards the end after the meal is really concluded, which is all about singing, including a chunk of the Hallel, which we don't sing during any other evening.
Yeah. So, I mean, Hallel is obviously we know that Hallel is lots of psalms, and we do it on every Chag, and we do it on Rosh Chodesh. And, there's great tunes, and it's like a nice moment to sing some happy songs. But it's pretty unusual to be singing Hallel at night, and it's pretty unusual to sing it around your dinner table because that's not the space where we normally do our synagogue services or our liturgy. Um, so I think what's really happened is actually we've by the time we get to Hallel, we've pretty much done almost all of the real Seder business. So like we're a bit relaxed because we have done all most of the telling, and we've had a really good dinner, and we've had a couple of glasses of wine as well. So somewhere out the other end of all of that, we're kind of ready to like kick back and do a bit more extra singing, and that's what we go for in the first place is Hallel, but it's not entirely a normal Hallel.
Great, and then in addition to that, we also have our a continuation of the party with Chad Gadya, Chad Miyodeh, all these fun
Yeah,
children's
yeah,
songs,
yeah.
which I
Even
personally love.
even before we get there, it's worth saying that actually the Hallel itself consists of the standard Hallel, which is Psalms 115 to 18, and that standard Hallel has a little bit of allusions to Mitzrayim, Meitzarim, the narrow places, Egypt, slavery. But actually, we have two additional elements when we do our Hallel. Like we throw them all into the bowl. Really, we do the Great Hallel, which Psalm 136, which is the Kilo Olam Chasto Psalm. And again, anyone who's done a family service with me will know that it's a really responsive one because every line I sing a line and you sing Kilo Olam Chasto. God's mercy is forever. And in that, we also tell the story of the Exodus. That's called the Great Hallel by the rabbis, and it's not part of a standard Hallel, but it's called the Great Hallel. And we sing that on Pesach night at the Seder, and then we also do Nishmat. And Nishmat is a beautiful psalm, like a beautiful poem, a liturgical poem that we sing on Shabbat morning, and it's got the words Ilu Finu Maleshir Akayam. If only our mouths were as full of praise as the sea is of water. And so, we've thrown that one at the Hallel as well. So it's way bigger than a normal Hallel. We really just go for it in terms of singing. And then, as you said, we also have these like additional fun songs at the end of the Seder. And every family has their customs. Do you have any like silly customs that you do?
Well, we had some community members who are Persian Iranian who come around. This is actually for Dayenu, where the tradition, which I think has spread gradually across some of the more Ashkenazi parts of our community, which is originally, I think, from Iran and also parts of India and Iraq, where you hit the other person next to you with a spring onion.
Yeah.
I think like the Egyptian taskmaster. But
Yeah.
parts of it are really to add like aspects of silliness to
Yeah. So the
the to the to
Dayenu,
the to
exactly,
the
because
Passover Seder.
Dayenu is another bit of spontaneous singing that happens. Like all through, telling the story, there's bits of spontaneous singing. Um, but then at the silly songs at the end, lots of people make animal noises during Chad Gadya or do actions during a Chad Miodea or have like family tunes that, once a year they have a bit of banter over. It doesn't go like that. It goes like this. No, it goes like this. It doesn't go like that. And I think, the singing is like a beautiful thing that I just read was a piece by Norman Lamb about Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs, which is identified as the Megillah of Pesach. He says, you know, like, that's what it is to feel joy, is you just break out into song. You know, we've all watched musicals because people just break out into song. You know, we love theatre. You know, real joy is about music. And so, you know, we build up the amount of music and singing that we have in our Seder, and it just sort of explodes into like a full-on singing event by the time you get to the end of the Seder. And, you know, and it doesn't even end with the Seder, because, you know, we have the Song of Songs on Shabbat Pesach, and then we have the Song of the Sea, which was another like spontaneous outpouring of song, and we do that on the seventh day of Pesach. So it's really meant to be like a festival of song, and song is a key part of it. And you know, you don't always get buy-in from everyone around your Seder table, but if everybody's had a good meal, is in a good mood, and has a couple of drinks, it's just a chance that we might have a really great sing-along. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh, it's so nice to talk to you today.
Yeah, thank you. It puts me in my head, you know, remembering some of the good ones and hoping that we'll have a good one this year.
Amazing.
Thanks, Rabbi Oliver.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sameach.